have this thing where I get insanely in my head if I can't fix something. And it's only a specific type of thing I can't fix. My first memory of it is losing a bookmark, and I knew it was there. I knew because I had taken it out of the book I was reading, and I had put it down, and I still was reading the book, so it had to be there, and I couldn't find it. And my panic grew and grew, and I'm like, Romy, it doesn't matter. It's a bookmark. You can use anything else. But until I found it, I couldn't stop from getting worked up and upset and irritable, and I knew that nothing I said or did would fix it unless I found that bloody bookmark. And then when I did find the bookmark, everything was fine. And I was like, wow, that was a lot of emotion. That was a lot of feeling. But I can't stop it. And the only thing that can ever fix it is sorting out the issue or coming up with a replacement. You know, I lose a phone cord and I panic and I stress and I freak out until I either find it or I buy a new one. And then it's fine because I've got my solution. It usually happens with kind of things that are important for one very specific thing. A bookmark, a phone cord, a computer adapter. Today, my phone randomly just stopped working at work and I need my phone for work. And I knew I had data. I knew I had my phone recharged and just, it's not working. My phone isn't recognizing my mobile number anymore, and I have spent my entire evening, I've spent 3 hours going back and forth with phone support, trying to work out what has happened and doing everything that they're telling me to do to reset it, and it's not working. So I have to come up with a solution because they don't know what's going on. And I'm like, right, I'll take it into the store on my lunch break and I'll see if they can fix it. And that has to work. That has to be the option. I'm still going to panic about it until it works because I don't know how to move forward unless I get this thing fixed. I hate that I overthink and I stress and I cannot move on. Like, that's a whole evening that I have spent trying to get this sorted out because I need my phone for tomorrow morning. And now I'm not going to have my phone for tomorrow morning and the world is not going to end. But if I know I have something that needs to be fixed, I can't move on with anything until I have a solution to fix it. And it is arduous and incredibly painful, and it makes me so upset, and I don't know what to do about it. We kind of have been here before when I made like 48 crop tops in a day because I lost all of the information on my notes app from about 5 years worth of data. So I'm going to craft again because that's what I do in these situations, apparently. I stress craft. I'm going to try and turn this into a little top, I hope. It was going to be a dress, but I think it's going to be a top now. I've always been someone who felt things very, very deeply, and I don't necessarily have the best handle on my emotions because when I feel big things, I can't keep all that bigness inside of me because it's too big, you know. The reason it comes out so loudly is because that's how it feels, and it's too much for my mouth and my head and my chest and my body to contain, and I have to, you know, let it out because otherwise it feels like it's going to kill me. And as an adult, I have a bit of a better understanding of how to verbalize that. As a child, you know, that was maybe emotional outbursts. I was the dramatic one. I was over emotional, was something I was very aware of people thought I was too much, and that was really hard because everything I felt was too much for me. It wasn't my fault that I couldn't contain it. If it's too much for you, how do you think I feel? Because I'm not choosing to experience everything like this. This is just what's happening to me every day. And there are absolutely the most blissful other aspects of feeling a lot, because it means that the good things I feel very intensely. But when you're in the midst of one of the bad things, it kind of heightens. And today was filled with a lot of little bad things. So when my phone stopped working, it became a big bad thing, and I'm on the verge of tears now because I'm so overwhelmed. And even though I kind of have my little solution, it's not enough. And I don't know if that's like a lack of emotional regulation or a stressful day, a stressful week, a stressful fucking life, but it's where I'm at, and it's where I've been at for a very long time, and it doesn't happen too regularly, but my God, it hurts. It's about an hour later, and I am feeling significantly better. Probably will go downhill as I think about this more. I made two little puffed sleeves. I should have hemmed this before doing the elastic on it because I feel like it's just gonna fray, but I realized, and then I went and did the second one. And just sitting with my mice for a while really calmed me down, and I'm going to ignore how irritating that is going to be. That's the sound of the wheel spinning because they're having fun. I also lit a candle and it smelled very nice. A very happy craft puppy. Tomorrow it is 11 whole years since I met this baby for the first time. 11 whole years since I first touched this paw. 11 whole years since I first touched this face. 11 whole years since I met my soulmate.